I'm sure you're doing that too. And Servando, let's go to the next panel. Yep, Osmani, uh, leadership and talent stories, people who are working full potential. We have new faces. We're going to meet people from Guatemala, from Nicaragua, and great friends that we have in the United States, such as Humberto Alonso. This is where we're going to the second part of inspirational stories. They're going to give us their testimony of this is a person who we love very much in El Salvador is going to lead the panel. Osmani with Golden Supreme with incredible earnings. We were there with him. We went from El Salvador to Guatemala, if I'm not wrong. We were there with him. And today he is a diamond. He was a gold supreme, and of course he has a lot to share with us of people who had incredible results. As Servando said, we have Humberto Alonso, Ligia Rivas, gold premier for Guatemala. Humberto's gold supreme, Sanda Pavilla, gold premier. She is from Honduras. Listen how she does business from Honduras. This is something extraordinary. People from Honduras, I'm sending you a big embrace to everything that you do to get the product, everything, all the ways that they have discovered to be bringing this opportunity to people in Honduras. Congratulations. Osmani, how are you? Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So here we are excited of so many stories and so many learnings. Of course, I'd like to take my hat off how amazing we admire you. And of course, the world of Omnilife is, wow, it's spectacular. What stamina. Well, Servando, congratulations. I know everybody's working with this marathon. We are very excited. What can I say? We're very happy with everything that's going on. What's happening in my life, and of course, I'm very excited to share with you with this panel, the extraordinary panel. Yesterday we had a chat, and I was amazed. I would like to greet you and leave the microphone to you in charge of the panel. Emilia, how are you? Humberto, people who I love very much in the United States, they have grown very much and they make business in their family. Their children are working working very closely with them. They're almost becoming diamonds. Alicia in Guatemala, I'm so happy to see you. Greetings, Sandra. How are you? Good morning, good evening. I don't even know anymore. We are. It's like we're in minute number one, Osmani. The panel is yours, and we'll see you very shortly. Thank you, Diego. Okay, good evening, my friends of my Omnilife Forum. Well, I'm so excited to share with you. Well, evening for you and in very early wee hours in the morning for some. With the spectacular panels, I would like to start with a girl who is, what can I say? I really respect the way that she's running business in a country where maybe she has a lot of challenges, but however, she's been able to overcome these hurdles, and of course, she is now at a level that we can say that is spectacular what she's doing. Let's see, Sandra, tell us, we would like you to tell us, how did you get to know about this opportunity? And what made you stay in Omnilife, Saito? Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm very happy. I would like to introduce my name. My name is Sanda Pavilla. Let me tell you that I'm from Honduras, and I run my business in Omnilife Business. How did I get to know this wonderful business company? Well, it was through a girl who was Nicaraguan that she called my husband. She talked to my husband about the products and the company, but let me tell you that he never really wanted to pass the message over to me. I always say that she was the angel that God used to bring me to this wonderful country. She was my sponsor, and Belinda Mio, and of course she spent 2 years talking to my husband about this company. She said, wow, her perseverance, she didn't stop. She always told my husband about the business, and well, he never wanted to tell me about it until there was I was I had a health problem. I had colon problems, and then he thought about my health, and then he gave her my cell phone. Thankfully, he did, and this is why she presented this opportunity to me and invited me to a presential meeting, business meeting. And in that meeting, I remember that it was on a Friday. By Monday, I said to her, on Monday, I am going to enroll. Because when they started talking about that in this company, one could become millionaire, my eyes were open. And she said, wow, I want to be a millionaire. Yes, I'm going for it. Since the beginning, I was very excited. I was enrolled. I joined very excited. But what I fell in love with the products when I obtained results, because let me tell you that I was taking all kinds of things because I was constipated. I had a constipated colon when nothing worked. But when I took aloe and fiber, and I realized that my system was being cleansed spectacularly, I fell in love with the product, and this is how I started in the business. I remember that my husband gave me 5,000 empiras, and it depends on you. Do you multiply them or do you eat them? I'm going to give them to you anyway. So, and with that, I began my business. I started to went to make my first purchase with that, and I saw how let me tell you that I started selling fiber and aloe. I have no idea. And so 2 weeks later, from starting, I was invoicing boxes of aloe and fiber and aloe. That's what I started selling. I started with my neighbors and then my neighborhood, and then I expanded to the entire city, and that's in 15 days. I started to do my numbers, and I said, wow, 10,000 empiras earnings. I love that part, and then I fell in love with the system, and I started telling the other people about what was happening to me, and I started to run my business, and with contacto frío, cold contact, but I was doing very well. I remember that in 2 months, I alone went up to 40% because since I was selling a lot of product, then I was easier to do 2,000 points. In 2 months, I went up to 40, and it was a surprise for me because I started to enroll people. I had 3 people under me, and with 3 people under me, I earned the rookie bonus. I earned $600, and from then I started getting excited, and then my check was growing little by little as I was growing. And then this is how I continue the business with Contacto en Frío, but cold contact. And this is when the pandemic came up. And then let me tell you that I earned the bonus for production. Here I have my test. This is a proof that I earned the production bonus of $2,000. So I love that even more. So, but I really love. Let me tell you that when the girls of my networks had results, because right now I have a girl is gonna travel to Mexico with all expenses paid because she earned the Emprende bonus. I have girls that have already earned the rookie bonus, and we have Silver Supreme on my team. We have been growing and amazingly. It has been super wonderful. But I believe that, let me tell you that I am a person who is super positive. I say, if I go for this, I go for this. I'm going to earn it. When they launched the production bonus, I remember that Doña Xiomara Diamond said that she said, did you realize that they have a production bonus for $2,000? I told her I'm going to earn it because I was so sure about it that I was going to earn it. Everything's inside your if you're inside of your head. If you're negative, say maybe, maybe not, maybe I will be there. No, it's not that way. You have to say, yes, I'm going to earn it. This is the attitude that we have to have. You have to be positive. positive, and you have to work one day, yes, and the other one as well. And this is how the pandemic arrived. And of course, when it happened, I said, "Oh, my business is over," because since I was doing it in direct contact, I remember March, April of 2020 that I was like, I was neutral. I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do right now? If people didn't want, nobody wanted me to visit them, or nobody wanted to have contact with anybody. Nobody wanted you to come to their door to talk about business and or even offer product. So I said, is my business is going to fall apart? And yes, I wanted to. I was a little bit. I thank God I had the products. I had Optum and Estar Bien. So when they called me from the center and said, Sandra, your check is here, I said, wow, they had three really good checks. This really brought my expectations up. I said, I'm going to continue. Of course, that really helped my mood. Of course, I'm going to continue. What company are going to I spent 2 months at home trying to figure out how I'm going to do the business continue, but I really couldn't see how. That's when the wonderful idea came up for my mentors, to Adeli, that I bless her life, and her husband Rigoberto Melendez, and they started to teach us how to do business through the app, the Facebook app or Marketplace, and they of course taught us, because actually most of us didn't know how to use this, how to use social networks to expand the business, and they started to teach us. It was like a school where you had to send homework. It was mandatory, and so the one who didn't send their homework, they were expelled from the group. That was amazing, because we started growing in a wonderful way. We started to sell products where there were days where I was selling even up to 20 boxes of product a day. So we started to grow and grow and grow and grow. And that was in the midst of the pandemic, when I achieved Silver Supreme, and then I achieved Gold Premier, and so on and so forth, from earning $150 to be earning by commissions more than $2,000 for commissions. So currently, wow, Sandra, just a question. What strategy are you using to be able to develop your business, to be able to earn these results, achieve these results? They're amazing. We're excited to see the way you have been having this growth, and of course, the success that is you're having right now. What strategy are you using? What tools are you using to be able to develop your business and have the results that you're achieving? Well, I do it through the Facebook app, through Marketplace. I publish to prospect and then to sell. When I put a publication, would you like to have your business with us, or are you going good in sales? And then the people start writing to me, and what I do is I schedule a meeting, a personalized Zoom meeting. I ask them for their name and their cell phone, and ask them, would you like me to give you a personalized Zoom meeting? And I don't let a day or two go by, but if they write to me, for example, today at 10 a.m., I say, do you think it would be a good idea to have a personalized Zoom at 5 o'clock today? And the person says yes. So I'm going to schedule these meetings in the same way hold a personalized Zoom meeting with them, and that way the person is being enrolled in my team. They're enrolling in my team when I tell them about this wonderful opportunity, and I'm only sharing with them what's happening to me. There we have 4 ways to earn for direct sales, firstly, and then bonuses, commissions, travels, free travels by the company. And this is what I'm offering. And for sales, the same thing I do. I publish through Facebook ad, through Marketplace, and this way I get orders every day. I propose myself 3 sales every day, 3 products every day. The day that I don't sell 3 products, then that day I'm not doing well. So I'm saying, what happened? I haven't sold 3 products, but you know what? It has happened that sometimes I don't sell 3 products, and then the next day I sell 6. So then it is one. This is wonderful. I am doing very, very well. Wow. Through sales and prospecting for people in this way, I'm doing my business. I'm running my business. Perfect, Sandra. This is amazing. You're talking about $2,000 a day average, $2,000 a month average, excuse me. In these times, a lot of people are out of a job due to this pandemic situation. So $2,000 a month, imagine, and using social networks. This is amazing. So Sandra, everything that's happening to you is so exciting. Believe me that since yesterday that we heard you and everything you have done, that you started in your community and then throughout the entire country expanding. So thank you very much for sharing your experiences with us. And also, we are going to another country right now, to our sister republic of Guatemala. We have a great friend, Ligia Rivas, who I am the witness of the day. I witnessed the day that Ligia joined the company. I was almost her sponsor, and Ligia share with us. Of course, this is a very, very cool story because something that just happened by chance in Facebook. But tell us how did you get to meet or get to know about this opportunity, Ligia, which is very, very peculiar. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, my purple family. Remember, we already waking up together, very excited with everything we're listening to. And firstly, I would like to thank our CEOs or board to give us the opportunity to be able to address you and share our stories and everything that's happening with us. And I would like to thank the staff for making all this transmission possible and welcome everybody, all the people who are listening to us from America, from Europe, from Russia, and the people who are the first time with us, of course. Welcome, Guatemala. I'm super in touch for this transmission. We are very, very excited of the way we're growing. As you were saying, Manny, my name is Ligia Rivas, and I live in the city of Guatemala. And well, this is how you're saying I get to know this opportunity through a suggestion of Facebook. Imagine that. Social network changed my life forever. A person suggested this, who is now my sponsor, Jose Romero from El Salvador, and it suggested it to me, and I was very impressed about what he was doing, what he did. I didn't really understand what he was doing, but I believe that he had a wonderful life. I got in touch with him, and I started asking him what he did and for a living. And at that moment, I was working. I was sales manager for a real estate company. I had been an employee for 14 years. I had a financial stability, pretty good. I earned $3,500 dollars a month, and my country is very, very good earnings. You live very well with that money. And of course, the same as everybody else, I thought I was super healthy. But of course, God does everything wonderful and perfect and puts this person in my way. And exactly with you, I was coming here in an event in Guatemala, and we had an Omni event, and they said if you're really interested in getting to know more about this opportunity, because he's really wasn't giving me all that information. It wasn't that easy. So he said, okay, I will see you at the so-and-so place at that time. He told me about the business opportunity. He talked to me about the products, but actually, I was really interested about was the traveling, and what I asked him was, how can I travel? What I want to do is traveling. Okay, so you have to earn 2,500 points every month, and this is how it
And
happened. Well, I
okay,
started.
I began with the transition of doing this and in my free time. And I said, okay, if I need to sell product, I will do it. If I need to go for training, I will. But it was that little detail so important that he said, training that opened my mind because it allowed me. Remember that he was from El Salvador. He went back to El Salvador, and I stayed here in Guatemala. And he told me to whom I had to go and do my training. I went for the training, and my surprise was that it was there where I met great leaders, Freddy Cruz, Albita, Valdemat, so many people, Jolie. And they were people that were living or having a marvelous life and earning a lot of money. And I said, wait, what are these people doing? Because it's not just selling product. I began to listen, how it is that they work here. I read a little bit about marketing and I said, okay, this is where I belong. And I took the decision. In 6 months after having gone into Omnilife, I quit my job and I spent 100% of my time in Omnilife since then till today. I have never ever stopped working in Omnilife and I'm very happy with the results. And it was because of that contact with the leaders in Guatemala and everything they were doing that I decided to stay here. Well, something very important that you mentioned, the fact of taking the decision that not just everybody takes this. They were telling us that you quit. And well, it wasn't a salary that was very low. And not just anyone can say, I'm going to leave this. Tell us, what did you do then and what were your wages in your job? I was manager, sales manager, and I earned $3,500, and I also had a lot of benefits. And believe me, that definitely it wasn't a very easy decision. I was sorry, I cried, because when I took the decision of quitting, I was in the school of Creciendo. In OmniLife, they took me with everything because I enrolled in a school of Creciendo, and then my first event was a school in Creciendo, and then the third was another school in Creciendo. So it was very intense. I think that also helped. But I thought about it and I said, okay, if I want a different life, I need to take decisions and I need to have courage of making this work. I had heard testimonials of the leaders in Guatemala and you from El Salvador. And I have been to many events and I said, okay, this works. And the most important is that I heard was it depends on you, that the business will work, the products work, and this depends on you. So because I heard and I said, okay, I am going to do that and I'm going to make it work, and that is what I did. So quitting, an earning of $3,000 is not so easy. And what are your earnings today, Ligia? Well, I've generated $3,500. The only difference is that in the job, it took me 14 years to generate that, and here it took me a year and a half, 2 years, with freedom, right? Yes, with a lot of freedom and happiness. Okay, now let's go. This is marvelous. This platform where we are right now. All of this about the pandemic left us something positive, which is being able to get together with these people that sometimes they are very far away and that we had been connected only through a message or maybe a telephone call. But suddenly this about being behind the screen and now getting together virtually, it's marvelous. And this made a marvelous growth for many entrepreneurs. Right now, we are in New York with Humberto and Emilia. It is a pleasure meeting you through this means and to share the same way. How was it that you know OmniLife? What made you stay in this marvelous company, Humberto and Emilia? Well, hi, everybody. Hello to all of the Omnilife continent, and to thank you for the invitation of being able to share part of everything that is happening right now to us. And also learned a lot because we have learned a lot in all of this time that we've been in the marathon. We are still here sharing. Well, how did we meet OmniLife? We knew about it in a ballet. We had the opportunity. I know OmniLife through my host, Leticia Montero. She was talking about the products, and she had a drink like this, and she spoke about they were gonna have an operation, and that by drinking this, she avoided the operation. That caught my attention, and I go with her and I say, there is something there for headaches because at that moment I was going through that situation. And she says, yes, there is something there. And I want to know more about that. And she takes me to her house, and there with a telephone on a table, she says, we are going to connect with some people and they are going to talk about the products. And so they begin talking about the products. I want to say hello to Dr. Martinez and Ramon Gil, that they also are part of our growth in all of this, of the information of the products. And there and then I began to take the product that was going to help me for headaches. And there I said, I want the package of 5 products. And I took the Star Bien, Aloe, Fibra, Focus. And let me tell you that it was marvelous because I had excellent results. And there I begin to listen because I keep on listening to this information. And there I see that there are more drinks, different flavors, and all of the benefits that it has. And I said, okay, I want the products with discount. And I want the biggest discount. What is the biggest discount? And so they say 40%. Okay, well, tell me because I want that. And they begin to take the products. My children begin to take it like juices every day. At home, we changed everything because what I began to hear is that there was coffee, there were teas, there were soft drinks, milk, imagine water. So we finished everything and now we're going to make a habit. And so we were really happy with the results because my children, they were 13, 10, and 3. And so today they are young men, they are adults, and so we stayed, and we're still very happy with this. And what made us stay? The results. After that, my husband goes on a trip together with a bonus. He's going to talk about that. And it is there that we're going to be OmniLife. But the selling of the product, we did it really well. But this part of what is the organization, let me tell you that I didn't have an idea of what was to work in an organization, what was to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know all of that. But here in OmniLife, I developed it, I learned it, and I began to lose some fears because I was very afraid to talk about in public. I was afraid of talking about the products, even though I had the results, if they asked me what they had. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with Umberto so he can also talk about this part of being an entrepreneur because in our case, he was that important part of being able to grow in OmniLife. Okay, Umberto, now that you are going to start, I would like you to talk to us. What is the method? What tools? How are you developing your business? because you are goal supreme. And what made you reach that level? What are you using? What tools? What action plan? Well, good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are. I'm very thankful to Amaury Vergara, Diego Calderon, Kenya, and all of the team that I know are supporting us. And very happy and excited of everything that is happening. And in this part that you are asking me, well, believe me, it was a process, a very good process with many situations that sometimes you want just to leave it, but you need to have perseverance. That is what has made us get these results. First, the lifestyle that I saw in many leaders, many entrepreneurs in the first event, I went alone. I went alone because of the consumption. We were good clients. I went alone too because I didn't understand what the plan was. But even so, I realized of how big this business is and how it was, and see how they were receiving cars. And I thought maybe they just lend them to you. I had many doubts. I didn't understand this. But then I was seeing some pavilions, and I went into the later pavilions, very consolidated then, and they inspired me. I was so excited that I was talking to my wife, hey, Bob, they have this and this and this, and I want to go to New York. Well, to me, then, when they said New York, I get up and it was just me then. So, I said, I need to continue with this because when I get to New York, I'm going to begin with my own business, which is what I thought more. To begin a business, you need to have a place to talk and to share the business. So my wife says, and what are you going to teach? Well, everything that is happening to us. And we had many stumbles, many good experiences. The growth was given when we began to make 90-day plans. It wasn't focused to making a business because she worked, but I knew that Omnilife was going to give me what I needed and I was going to go even more ahead. But my priorities then was not Omnilife, it was my job. So when I decided in 2017 to quit my job, I said, okay, I leave my job because I was generating checks, which I'm very thankful to my purple agent, Jorge Vergara, and I said, I want to quit my job. What would happen? What would happen if something happens? No, don't leave your job until you consider that you are generating something to fulfill, what you need to spend. So I said, yeah, he's right. But when I left my job, it was a decision to me of many changes because I wasn't used to being all day at home. It was always going in and out. So it was something different in my life. And then I began to be at home because I had seen many leaders that they were leaving their jobs and the diamonds. And from there, I implemented 90-day plans that they were working really well because those 90-day plans, we began to develop our mission. We began to develop teams. And like everything, some of them lit up, some of them die, and there's always a variety. And I'm very thankful to everyone that is looking at us now because they have been here since the morning. All of us have been here since the morning. And that excitement that we're living, there has been a lot of learning. I was worried about what am I going to say? And I said, no, 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 each one has their own story. And so that's where we start. And after that, the pandemic comes. And I said, well, God bless the pandemic because it was from there that we made some other changes. Adapt to the new technologies, the new modality. Now, to the Zoom. We are in our business center, but we also have our Zoom room where we have a monthly, a weekly program, and we make entrepreneurs. We have technology, say, too, here in the office. So everything that we are implementing and more, all of the tools that OmniLife is giving us, it's giving us a lot. We want to work with this and we want to teach the people that they can do this. It's very easy, very easy going. We're doing things that are working for us. Everything that is happening to us right now is because we have discipline, we are learning every day, and my brain is somewhere else right now. And I said, okay, everything that we have lived in this room, I'm very excited. Well, congratulations, Humberto and Emilia. Like you say, it's not only the fact of enrolling people, new entrepreneurs, but it is also the part of forming. You need to have a system. And we have different manners of how to develop this business. We have the part of the virtual part that has brought us together to many countries. And in here, we can have meetings now. We've opened our office once more. We're doing our meetings Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And the virtual, we were getting used to it. We're still doing it on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Mondays and Saturdays. But right now, we're also doing it face to face. And you need that human warmth to see the people excited because we hadn't seen them for a while. And it is a matter of getting all those tools. But there has to be a system to develop with the people to be able to train them because there are many people that enroll and then suddenly there isn't a system. It's just enrolling, enrolling, enrolling. But it's not only that. Enrolling may be easy, but to train them is something else. Any strategy that you are doing in Guatemala to be able to work with this business, I know you have a system which is very good, that is giving you good results. Tell us about it. Well, yes, Osmani. We have implemented many tools, virtual tools, like you say, to be able to do the trainings and to be able to not just to train, more than training people, it is teach them everything that we have, train them in the business. Personally, Osmani, I believe that the most powerful tool to make our business grow are the house meetings and tea parties. Through a house meeting and a tea party, I can easily get 5 people into my home in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. If I do this every day, at the end of the day, I have 300 people that may contact, let them know about the product in a house meeting and a tea party, which is the way in which we have grown and expanded our organization. That we have the opportunity of placing product and that other people affiliate to the product because we are near the people and we can speak to them and feel, tell them to touch the product, to feel it, to use it too. And this is a tool that we cannot change it. Of course, we have the virtual way, but this is what has worked for us. And also, the most powerful thing that the house meetings have and the tea parties is that I teach my new distributor that it's easy to be Omnilife, that it's easy, and that you don't need sophisticated equipment or luxury rooms or, you don't need that to be Omnilife. Because what I need to teach my distributors is to repeat themselves. So that definitely, I don't change it for anything. This is our most important tool. And about the virtual, definitely, Josue implemented schools of nutrition. In the schools, we receive people every week, and they have been very successful because it has allowed people to know more about the product, fall in love with the product. Maybe they hear about a product that is not the traditional one, but they listen about Ego S, Ego Plant. And so those schools of nutrition have made people that we cannot visit and have a house meeting to Washington or to Las Vegas or Zacapa, or where we have an organization, or to El Salvador, for example. So through that tool of Zoom, we have been able to reach the people with the product. And another tool that is very important has been business training. Here, it has been very important, the guide of our line, ascending line, both Josue and all of the ascending lines that have helped us to, to use the tools that we have in Omnilife, to, to use those tools to have growth. What are these tools? The bonuses, incentives, and trips. Saidiel has made a lot of emphasis that to make OmniLife in an easy manner. And I have learned that I don't have to invite the sugar water. I just have the tools and to implement them to be able to grow. We need to teach them. Okay, perfect. Like Jorge was saying, the difficult about OmniLife is understanding how easy it is. Well, Diego, Osmani, and everybody, I want to say some things. You realize that Sandra is in a country that OmniLife doesn't exist in Honduras. She does it from Honduras, but OmniLife doesn't exist in Honduras. So she has found a way of doing it. And like she says, she began with a $200 check, and now she earns more than $2,200. And right now they have overdone their record, and they are working like Gold Supreme and earning more than $10,000 a month. And Ligia too. She said how much she's earning, more than 3,500. Imagine the opportunity that we have in different parts of the world as money. I just want to say something. She said marketplace, and they said yes, no, yes, no. I want to talk about ethics. What you cannot do is to sell through sites that have their own payment method, their own platforms of payment like Amazon or eBay. But why? Because you need to realize that if this was allowed, what will be the value of the entrepreneur? You will be taking away your value because you are differentiators of taking the product to the person and to help the people. So why would an entrepreneur be if you were to publish on eBay or in Amazon or in Mercado Libre? What would be the added value that you give to the entrepreneur? Their main function is essentially OmniLife. And so you need to cover the needs of the people and ask them and give them follow-up. They don't do them in these sites. What you cannot do is sell through sites that have their own payment method, their own platform of payment. In Marketplace, you can contact people, then take it to your Omni business and buy it through the OmniLife platform. That is allowed. So find the difference. There are the ethic manuals. And think, what would be the value of the entrepreneur if these sites were allowed? So it is very important. I want to congratulate you, Osmani. I hope you're very good, and thank you for this panel. Congratulations.
¿Quieres cambiarte la voz? We'll see you in Miami. I'm sure we will. Congratulations. Greetings, everybody, and success. Thank you very much.